Hey, what is up, guys? It is your boy Speed here, and today I'm really excited for this video because we're going to be doing a couple things. Number one, I want to talk to you quickly about my Roth IRA, which makes no sense, but I'll explain that in a bit. I got a package from a subscriber, which is so cool. Like, thanks so much, man. And lastly, I'm going to be going through all of my eBay sales. So you guys might know, if you've been following my channel, I sent 7 cards to PSA through their Super Express submission, which was $200 per card. Now it's $300, but that was before the changes, obviously, and I've been listing them and selling them on eBay, and I want to kind of just tell you guys and give you guys a lot of tips and tricks when it comes to this type of thing, and kind of just like talk about what I learned, right? Because it was a very eye-opening experience for me. It taught me a lot, and it really is going to change how I look at and what I submit to PSA on a very large level. So yeah, if you're excited for that, smash the like button and subscribe. I have something coming up soon where I'm probably going to be doing a giveaway for every 1,000 subscribers that I get, like high ticket items as well, probably. So you're really going to want to be subscribed to this channel because it's going to be subscriber only giveaways. So stay tuned for that. I've told you guys we're going for 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We got a lot of months left, but let's make sure we get there. And all right, let's hop into it. The first thing I want to do is quickly open this package up from Grand Safe. So everyone in the comments, shout out to Grand Safe. Let's clap it up for him. I don't know what he sent. He didn't tell me what he sent. So this is literally all a surprise. And I guess while I'm opening this, because it is really taped up, I guess while I'm opening this, I'll quickly tell you about my Roth IRA. If you guys aren't familiar with what a Roth IRA is, it's essentially an investing account where you can only take the money out when you're 59 and a half. And then you don't get taxed on it. So usually when you invest, if you make profit, you have to pay taxes on those profits. However, with a Roth IRA, if you wait till you're 59, you don't have to pay taxes, which is fantastic. And so I'm doing that. And I invested a bit of my money, quite a lot of my money there, on Nintendo stock. And really, the moral of the story here is very simple. The stock market's all over the place, and you can time it. Because my Nintendo was up 80%. Okay? Now, after like the span of a couple weeks, it's back down to 0% gain from the time in which I bought it. So the moral of the story is, don't try to time the stock market. That's what, as Rudy from Alpha Investments like to say, Timmies do. I'm just going to be holding out. If you don't have a Roth IRA, I highly recommend you get one. It's considered to be overpowered, using gamer terms for the stock market. Very epic. But all right, let's take a look at what we got here. I'll show it up to you guys in a second. Oh, is that an Ancient Mew? I guess I got to take it out. It's kind of backwards. Wait, why does this... Ancient Mew details. Oh, that's really cool. Ancient Mew details. I've actually never seen this before. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like I guess it's the Ancient Mew promo card, but it's the details. Really cool. Thanks, man. I'm not even sure what the history is behind this thing, but I'm guessing it came out around the same time as the actual Ancient Mew, and maybe that's this next card, which it seems to be. Oh, dude, thanks so much. This is like, I think it's like a $20, $15 card. That's so generous of you. All right, I'm definitely gonna probably get this submitted with CGC. I'm not sure. I'm submitting a bulk order soon, so I might have to do that. And lastly, oh, a Victini VMAX. Awesome. A Japanese Victini VMAX. What set is this from? I don't know. But everyone, shout out to Grand Safe. Clap it up for him in the comments. Clap it up. I'm going to leave a pinned comment for Grand Safe. Thank you so much, man. I hope to get these grades back in like, I don't know, 4 to 5 months, and we'll see then. But thanks so much, man. I'm going to submit those out. You're a real one. Honestly, I'm going to stop harping now, but thank you so much. All right, let's get to the actual content of the video. And that is the cards I submitted. So hopefully you can see it very well. Basically, what you'll see here is that I sold 9 cards on eBay, 10 things in total, because I sold some packs. And then I also sold 2 off of eBay. So let's get into it. I'm also going to talk about the cards I haven't sold yet as well. But the first one that really, it kind of broke my heart. I'm going to be real with you. It made me a little bit sad to sell this card at this price, but I got a Kyogre PSA 10, so probably the most popular Amazing Rare in a 10, and I sold it for $225, which, as you could guess, was not worth it at all. Not even close. I would have made significantly more money and saved time from just selling it raw. Actually, no, it would have been about the same money from selling it raw, and that's a 10, right? So all in all, I'm not going to submit Amazing Rares in the future. In fact, I will submit them through bulk, and I will continue to submit these cards through bulk because there's clearly people collecting them. I had quite a few offers, and I even got an offer. This is really sad, but I was greedy. I had it listed for $500, got an offer for $250. The first day, I'm like, nah, you know, I have it up for $500. I'm gonna hope for $300-$400, and maybe I could have gotten $300 for this card. I think I maybe could have, but in all reality, it's just too cheap of a card. The raw copies are going for about $15 right now, so Super Expressing this card was a big risk, and do I regret it? No, not at all, because I honestly thought that there was a chance I could sell it for $300 to $400, and yeah, maybe if I waited long enough or I had more pull, right? If I had more pull from the community, that's possible. I was just a bigger name. That's the reality of the world. But yeah, there's that. Then next up, I sold a PSA 10 Gem Mint Rainbow Rare Charizard VMAX for $650. Market's about $700, but honestly, I just don't want to hold Modern. Like, I don't know how you guys feel, but here's my current like thought process on cards. I'm just not like I'm not a huge fan of PSA Modern. Now, I don't think the price is going to collapse for a while. That's my intuition, because no one, like, when everyone submitted all their cards, which was about like 4-ish months ago, I'll double check that at some point for you, but like when the extreme amounts of cards started getting submitted like 4 or 5 months ago, PSA is not going to have those back for a year. In fact, I've heard online that it might be a year and a half. You heard that right, a year and a half. And so the demand, it's so high right now, and that supply is not coming back for a while. You have to keep in mind right now that all the PSA returns that are coming back is from a very small portion of what the current community is, right? And so the quantity is not going to be there. The supply is not going to be there for a bit. So I'm not like super panicky about getting my Modern out real quick. In fact, I think you could easily make the argument that it was really foolish for me to sell this card at $650. On top of that, I even thought about just holding this card. Reason being is, at the end of the day, it's a Charizard. People, there's so many Charizard collectors. And if you look at the Hidden Fates Charizard, which is different, it's a different card. It has different properties, different fundamentals, which I'm not going to discuss right now. But that card's at like $1,000 right now, $1,200 if I'm not mistaken. I think even some comps for like $1,400 for the Hidden Fates Charizard. And so selling this at $650 is definitely really low, but I paid a bit lower for that. I got it in a bulk deal, so I'm okay to get rid of it. I honestly don't. I have no attachment to the card. I'm not a Charizard collector, as you guys might know. But all right, let's move on. Then we had a PSA 10. Maybe I should pull them up. What if I load it up? Okay, cool. So I had this listed for $425. I sold it for $400, and I'm totally cool with that, because this card in particular, what I want to note about this card is that I got these. So I had 3 of these Charizards. I think I can pull them out real quick. I got these 3 Charizards. Okay, so here's the 9. I have both of the 9s. I sold actually all 3 of them. I got these 3 Charizards from Build and Battle Kits. From Vivid Voltage Build and Battle Kits. I was able to scoop 12 of them, which was crazy hype. From GameStop pre-orders, they came super late, like a month after set release. And they're Build and Battle Kits. They're supposed to come pre-release. They're called pre-release kits. So they're supposed to come before the release, but they didn't. But I got them nonetheless. And this 10, I paid under $400 for the 12 kits I got. I think I paid $25 on average, which is like $300. So one card, keep in mind, I made about $300 profit because I graded it for $75. I sold it for $400 after fees. It's probably about $250, $275 of profit, right? Which is insane, right? Insane. Even the raw card's like 70-ish bucks, which is crazy in itself. But like literally, you have to keep in mind, from those 12 battle box kits, I also got 48 Vivid Voltage packs. And then on top of that, I got all the other pre-release cards, all the other just bulk cards that came in with it, which was a ton of like the regular Charizards. I don't know if you guys know, but there's a non-holo Charizard from Vivid Voltage, and that card's going for about $5 right now. I got like 15 of those or 20 of those or something like that, maybe more. I don't even know. But and then I got 2 9s, and these 9s, one sold for $170. I sold it to someone who watches the videos, I'm pretty sure. So shout out to you, man. I don't know if they want their names in the video, so I'm dying. I'm not going to say it, But yeah, I sold one of the 9s to them and one on eBay for 180, which was awesome. So that's why, you know, a big part of flipping, and this is flipping, this is not investing, this is flipping. A big part of flipping is just kind of seeing the trends, keeping up to date with the news, because once I saw that Vivid Voltage boxes would had Charizards and they got announced, I was very quick to get on it with GameStop. I didn't hesitate. I didn't wait 1, 2, 3 days, because if I did, I literally would have gotten 0. But instead, I made, I think, like probably $500, almost $1,000 off those battle kits. Considering you have to keep in mind, I had 48 other Vivid Voltage packs, which I did open, which I regret. I shouldn't have opened them, but at the end of the day, I'm submitting those cards to CGC. They're actually already out for grading, and I'll be able to sell those probably for a few hundred as well. So that was a huge win on top of that. So yeah, there's that. I hope that teaches you guys, like, just really, you know, be on your game. Next up, we have the PSA 10 pre-release Donphan. Sold this one for $625, which was once again a bit low. I'm a bit afraid of certain cards dropping, but this is a 10. It is a pre-release, but it's Donphan. But $600, you know, $625. As I said, I got these cards for much less than that. But yeah, it's a really good price. Honestly, I think I would even like to learn from you guys, okay? I want you to leave, for anyone who's been in the scene a lot longer than me or has a lot of insight on this, what do you think I should have done? Honestly, I want to hear your insight, because now that I've done it, now that I've sold these cards, I do feel like I should have been more patient. For me, I was like, I want to ship Tuesday, I got these offers, it's a lot of money, it's more than I paid, it is profit, so I felt like, okay, I won't be greedy, I'll cash out, I'll get the money, and move on. But at the same time, I think if I waited on a lot of these cards, I could get an extra $25, $50, $100, $125, especially for like a card like this. You know, this $800 listing is the low. It was the lowest. Like, I'm pretty sure I put it the lowest on eBay, right? So it's not like I have the listing super high and I took a, no, like I put my listing the lowest. So do you think I should be waiting? Like, I don't need the capital, to be clear. I don't need the capital. I'm not in a position where I'm about to run out of money for rent, fortunately. I don't know if you guys, any of you saw my TikTok where I said I can't pay my rent, but that was a lie. That was a joke. But yeah, I sold this one for $625. That's separate from my Shining Fates release. Then, this is probably the biggest thing you guys want to hear about. Well, there's a few you probably, if you guys have been watching, you probably want to hear about. Number one is my PSA 8 Shining Fates Charizard, and this one was the biggest disappointment of all. You'll notice here, I sold it for, oh, whoops, where'd it go? $530, which is terrible. I even probably could have waited a bit longer, but dude, I don't want to hold on to this card until it drops to like $300, which it will, right? This card in an 8 will inevitably drop to like $350, $400, something like that. So I don't want to get, honestly, I'm totally fine with the lesson I learned. I think that lesson is worth a lot more than $100. And it's to be very careful with these Express and Super Express. I honestly thought PSA would just give me better grades, give me the 9s, give me the 10s, and I'd be fine, right? Because if I got a 9, then I could sell it for the 9 price, which I sold for $750. I did have it listed for a bit more, $900, I think. I think I could have gotten a bit more, once again, if I waited. And as I said, I was not patient, and I think for a lot of you guys, this is why you got to make sure like you're very comfortable with yourself. You got to say, okay, I believe in the prices of the cards, I see the market value, and just have some patience, because I didn't. A day went by, no offers, or low offers, like 50% of the listing, something like that. Then I'd get one, it would be like 80% of the listing, I'd be like, wow, that's so much better than the 50%, and I'd be like, oh, I gotta take it. And often I sent a lot of counter offers, you know, certain cards I didn't budge, but just, you know, have patience, guys. When you're, it's like anything with investing and flipping. If you're trying to be just super ADHD and super like flip, I think you're gonna lose a lot of money, and I think that's the lesson I learned here. But then I sold a PSA 9 Evolutions Charizard, which I have right here, for $260, which is awesome. A big one, the biggest one that I sold off of eBay, so I'd like to show it to you here, is I sold to someone on Twitter. Once again, I don't know if they want their name said out loud, so I'm not going to say it, but he is an awesome Lugia collector. It is the PSA 10 Staff Lugia for $1,200. I had it listed for a lot more than that, but he's a big Lugia collector. I think he was a fan of the videos, if I'm not mistaken. You know, a supporter, and anytime, you know, it's a friend or a supporter, I always like to give them a good price. You know, I'm here to help people at the end of the day. I'm still like, it's not like I'm losing money. All right, I'm not Jesus Christ, but But it was a good price, so I'm super happy to sell that for a very solid margin through PayPal. And I'll let you guys know, this is very common practice. So if you do get into selling cards yourself, list them on eBay, make videos about your cards, try to build a following around your cards. That's part of the reason why I make these videos. I understand the advantages of having people just seeing what I got, even as I show you what I haven't sold yet, that might help me sell those cards, through the video. And that's the reality. I don't have some crazy pull, but I have a good enough amount of pull where 2 of these cards out of the 15 that I listed, I sold to people off of eBay. And because of that, I only paid the 3% PayPal fees instead of the eBay, which is 15%. It's not 15% of the sell price. It's about 12-ish% of the sell price. I forget the exact number. But what a lot of people don't know about eBay, which is really crazy, is they actually make you pay that 12% based on the total, not the sold for, which I didn't know originally when I got into eBay. But yeah, they do it off your total. So it's 12% of this. So you actually want to take 15% of this, which is really crazy when it comes to eBay. They do take a lot of your money, but at the end of the day, I mean, eBay is such a valuable resource with how much traffic they bring to your card. So that's undeniable. But yeah, okay, I think that's about it. I sold, the last thing I guess I'll mention, I mentioned in a previous video, but I sold 10 Evolutions packs for $168, which is so high, man. And when I got back into Pokemon, I bought 10 packs for $50 and I ripped myself off. That was the first thing. I knew nothing. I literally knew nothing. 9 months ago, the first thing that got me back into this was I opened 10 packs. I bought 10 packs for $50. I could even pull it up on my eBay thing. I could show you that I'm not lying about that. Well, I don't know why I'd lie about that. But I pulled the Mega Charizard. I'm like, wow, I pulled a $30 card. Oh my god, that's so cool. These cards are worth something and they're really cool. They look cool and I can collect them. That's awesome. So there's that. But all right, let's get into the things that I did not sell yet. So if any of you guys want to buy these, I'll give very good prices on them. I'll even be very real with you with what I expect to get from them now, completely transparent. So these are what I have struggled to sell. And I'll be honest with you, this Skyla in particular was the biggest shocker to me. I have it up for $400, which I honestly thought was high. I think the 10 will be worth about that much when the prices drop. But for original, the first, I thought I would get. I didn't think I'd get $400. I put it at $400 to drive traffic and to get offers for $200. Because obviously I was hoping for 9. This card, by the way, I don't know if I'll find it real quick. But this card could have gotten a 10, which was really the biggest bummer. Here it is. Man, I mean, the centering on this card is solid. It's really a solid card. It could have gotten a 10. I know I'm doing it really quick, so I'll hold it up for a bit longer. Oh, 1 second. Okay, sorry, my bad. I just pulled up my OBS thing, I misclicked. But yeah, so that card was a really big bummer, and I'm honestly shocked about it because, it's Skyla. I thought there would be a much bigger audience for Skyla. I really, really did. I really believed that this card would do quite well, even in a 9. I thought I would get a lot of offers, even if the offer's for $200. That's what I'm hoping to get now. So if you want this card for $200 and you're willing to pay through PayPal, let me know. We can work that out. Then we have the Amazing Rares. So, but yeah, this one I'm shocked about. Then we have the Amazing Rares. These I'm not surprised I couldn't sell for $300. Once again, I was trying to put it at a higher price, get some offers for a bit lower. I've gotten a total of 0 offers for these. You can see I have 11 watching for the Skyla. So people are clearly, interested in this. But these, nothing. No watchers, no nothing, no interest. And I'm not that surprised. No one would ever, I would never expect someone to pay this. But I expect to get about $100, $150. If you look at the Amazing Rares from Vivid Voltage, even months after the set has released, those cards are selling for about $110, $120 in a PSA 9. So, $150 or even the $120. Even though I paid $200 to grade these cards, I do expect to get a loss considering they are $10 to $15 cards raw. And yeah, I paid $200 to grade them, which was not worth it. I should have been a lot more careful. Did I think they had the potential to get a 10? I did. I thought they were 10 candidates, so I didn't just completely rush through and be like, because I actually had 3 Yvetals or 4 Yvetals. I sent the rest through a $75 submission, which I think is totally fine. That I think is a lot more reasonable because if you get a 10, you can sell it for about $200. But yeah, this was a mistake. So if you want this for $120, it's on the table. Hit me up through Instagram. And the most interesting card out of all of them, by far, was this PSA 10 Shiny Vault Ditto VMAX. I had it up for $1,000, and this was very obviously to bring traction. I wanted to bring eyeballs, and it worked. To be very honest, it's a 10. It's very cool. There's 18 people watching. However, these 18 people just want to see what the card will end at. You have to realize that just because there's 18 watchers doesn't mean there's 18 people who want to buy the card. I do this all the time where I click watch because I want to see where a card will end at. And I guarantee that's where a lot of these people are doing, these watchers. They want to see where it's going to end at. I got an offer for $250. Frankly, I kind of wish I took it now, just because I haven't gotten any other offers. I got one for like $100. Wow, I'm definitely going to sell it to you for $100. Very cool, but it's a 10. I thought this card would do much better. But the reality is people, you know, unless you get it back like literally the day of, which some people do, you're not going to be able to sell it for that much. So I was in the wrong here. I really thought there'd be potential with these full arts in such a popular set with a relatively popular Pokemon. But the reality is it's not Pikachu. It's not Charizard. So you can't get $1,000 on release. And that's fine. But if you want this card for $250, let me know. And we'll work that out. But yeah, another learning lesson for me. And I think that's it for the Shining Fates cards. But alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned quite a bit. The moral of the story is, make sure you're only submitting the top 2 chase cards of the set. If not, top 1 through Super Express. Now that it's $300, maybe none of them. Like Battle Styles, I don't think there's a single card you can Super Express for Battle Styles. Even Express Grade for PSA, I don't think there's a single one. So frankly, another thing, a little insight, I guess I'll end the video, even though I might make a completely separate video for this. I think CGC is going to raise their prices soon. You might be saying, oh, but Speed, why would you say that? After all, they just raised their prices by $1, subgrades by $2. Why would they raise it again? I think they're going to get so many cards submitted through them. I really think the amount of cards that are going to get submitted through CGC is going to be absolutely astronomical. The reason why I think that is I don't believe people are going to want to submit to PSA now that it's going to take a year, more than a year, to get your cards back through bulk. And it's $20 for the cheapest. Who's going to do that? Some people will, if they have like semi-valuable cards. But I think it's going to be very little. Personally, I'm not going to. I'm not. I even stopped submitting before the price increase, which I sort of regret. I wish I sent in a few more cards. I actually had the intention to submit 50 more through PSA, but it is what it is. I'm not like, it's whatever. But I really think all the attention is going to go to CGC because BGS raised their prices, have astronomical wait times, and PSA raised their prices and have astronomical wait times. So I think the last option with reasonable prices and reasonable wait times is CGC, and I think the name has had enough time. I really do believe that CGC has had enough time to develop their name, get their brand out there, and even show that, yeah, it is possible to make some money on CGC cards. They're a trustworthy company. They grade cards very strictly. They are a good company, a strong company. The slabs look good. The label, I know some people question it. I will admit that I don't love the text on it. On these cards, I don't love the fact that the text is so small. So there's that. But at the end of the day, it's a great company. The slabs look incredible. The clear slabs are really, really nice. They look fantastic. Here's my Blaziken. I love this card. This is a great card. 8.5, but I don't care. It's just about the art. I love that card. But alright, that's where we're going to end the video. A bit of a longer one, so if you stayed to the end, you're a beast. Comment down below I stayed to the end, and I will heart your comment. I really do appreciate it. I know this is a longer video, but remember, when we get to 400 subscribers, I'm probably going to do a giveaway. And who knows? Maybe the giveaway will be Skyla. Honestly, I might do it with one of these PSA cards, because why not? I can't sell them anyway. Nah, but I know I can. I'll just have to lower the price. But I might even give away this Yveltal, for instance. I think I'm definitely considering doing that. So it might be a really expensive giveaway, like a high price card, not like some really cheap thing. So keep your eyes out for that. I hope to see you guys then, and I hope you learned a lot. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.